Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Kimbaskrafts. My name is Kim, and if this is your first time clicking on a video and checking it out, I really hope you enjoy what you hear and see. We are here today to do an unboxing and kit up. So if you happen to see my art dot haul, I mentioned in there that I was going to do a small round kit in between my large square project and whichever one you guys voted on for the art dot haul. I'm about to tally up the votes, so if you want to go ahead and hop over to that video and vote on one of those 4 canvases, please feel free to do that before I go ahead and tally up and announce the winner of the art dot haul next square drill canvas choice that you guys would like to see me do. You still don't know what I'm working on, unfortunately. I'm still working on my retreat canvas. It was an 80 by 60 landscape is all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to even tell you what company it's from. Just going to say that I did record a kitten chat, and I was going to reveal my retreat canvas prior to going, but I had very loud lawnmowers in the back and I could not drown them out. It just ruined the video. So I trashed that, and I'm almost done this canvas, guys. Like, I've been like really plugging along. It's a landscape and I have one more row left, and I was going to do a whip and chat on the last square and then a post review together with you guys. So that's my plan. We'll see if it works out. But in the meantime, I want to kit up my next project, which is going to be a Bella Art Diamonds. And this is so stinking cute. Like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to have that one. And then it sold out, and then it was like on pre-order, I guess. And I think I waited till it came back in stock, and I got a few of them. But I haven't bought a canvas since my J-Wall canvas. And the only reason why I got that was because, you know, I did do a voting and I let you guys choose. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought that canvas. And so I don't think I bought any canvases this year. Isn't that crazy? Except for that one. And that's because I was hosting the event. I just, honestly, I'm on a forced financial no-buy. Which, you know, it is what it is, but I get to go through my stash a little bit here. I'm making very minimum, but some headway, and I'm happy about that. And I bought this last year. This is the Bella Art Diamonds box. They have a lot. Their quality is superior. It's really good. This is a round drill. This will be my second round drill that I've done from them. So I'm really interested to see how this one works up. But the image is adorable. And here it is. It's called Coffee Time, and it's from Emma Casey. She does a lot of great artwork, and she does a lot of dragons. She is licensed with Bella Art Diamonds. I've seen her licensed with many companies, and I just love her poppy colors. She just has such a great feel to her artwork. I love them. I can't believe this is my first, and it might be my only one, but it's not because I don't admire or like her artwork. It's just I am, you know, very limited on what I'm getting at this point. So I'm really happy to have this one, but you guys know I'm a coffee, like, obsessed coffee lover. And so this just spoke to me on so many levels. And it's a nice small one. It's a 37 by 55. So maybe you could say it's a medium because we go into the 50 centimeters there. But let's go ahead and get into this box. Ooh. Okay, this is cute. This is a little cover minder. They do a lot of 3D printing, guys. If you're new to diamond painting and you haven't heard of Bella Art Diamonds, they also own a 3D printing company called Bella Art de Nicole, and they do so many different crazy 3D 3D printed stuff, and these are my absolute favorite trays. I actually saw Nicole, and I've worked with Nicole and Bella Art Diamonds in the past. They're just such a lovely military, small shop, small business couple, and they go to a lot of retreats, and they get out there and they meet the community. And she and I sat down one night late. She came over and she sat with me because I usually just sit in my corner, and I was literally in the corner. And she came over and we had like a really great conversation. And I said to her, this is my favorite tray. Can you make another one just like wider? Like, I would love this tray just a little bigger, you know, because then I wouldn't need another tray. I would just use this one and the bigger one for all of it. All the time. Like, I just love this tray so much. This is called their Bella Art Essential Tray. This is 3D printed from them, guys. And they do give you one small white one in all of their diamond painting kits. I think if you get them if you live in the USA. I'm not 100% sure on that. So I'm going to show you the large one. And if she could make it just a little bit bigger. I like the length, but I would like it a little bit bigger. And I love the wall height. I just love this tray so much, but this is the size difference. Okay, now this was given to me from Debbie the Crafty Diamond. She's on YouTube, and she's like my closest diamond painting friend and creator. She was also at the retreat, and we roomed together. This is the second year that we did that. And she gave me this as a gift. So I really love this tray too, but I would like it just a little wider, you know. Okay, what else came in here? So here is the information about their 3D printing company. They print all kinds of trays, guys. You're a peach, that's cute. And then some stickers. So it does come in this dust cover. All right, no peeking. We're going to go ahead and just grab out the other things. Okay. Inside here, we have our drills. We have our sticker sheet. We'll go over those two things in a minute. In the meantime, let's really quick go over this toolkit here. So what comes in their toolkit is your basic diamond painting pen with a brass tip. They do give you a caddy with 3 tabs of blue wax, and there is a clear plastic film on both sides. So remember to just remove one side of it. Trust me, it's on this side too. Otherwise, you're going to be trying to stab plastic and not actual wax, and you won't be able to load your pen, but you won't be able to figure out why. Trust me, I did it. And it was very confusing. I actually had to find I had to like look through YouTube videos to figure out why my pen wasn't loading. You have a couple multi-placers here. You have a squishy for comfort. It fits on here. Oh, am I going to be able to do it? I did it. And then they give you a jabby pair of tweezers. These are nice and sturdy. And washi tape. Oh, candy canes. Very cool. What goes good with coffee? Mint. Here is our sticker sheet. So we do have pre-cut stickers. We have a gorgeous picture of our diamond painting, great for your journal. Coffee Time, licensed by Emma Casey, 37 by 55 centimeters. And there's 43 colors in this. Perfect. I actually emptied out some of this. There was 2 of these I was using for my special project before. I emptied those out because I was really in the mood to use my CraftMates, and I had a feeling that I would be able to use it with this one, but I wasn't 100% sure. 43 colors, and they always give you a ton of special drills. I love that about this company. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 special drills. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 fairy dust, and then obviously 5 ABs. So Look at these colors though, guys. That's another thing about Emma Casey. She does not short you on colors. Her paintings are very colorful. So if you like colors, you gotta check it out. All right, let's pull this canvas out. Look how adorable he is. He's holding my coffee cup. Oh my gosh, guys, wait, hold on a second. Guys, I can't believe I forgot about this. This is the only thing I purchased at the retreat. Look at him. He is a straw decorator. Look at him. He's 3D printed from Bella Art, Dana Cole. These are listed on the website. There's other ones. There was a snail with a strawberry, a crab, but I was obsessed with this. And doesn't it look like him? Wait. Oh my God. How hilarious is that? Talking about her 3D company, or their, Nicole and Jamie's 3D company. And I forgot, I love this thing. I actually got one for my work sister and I got one for my daughter. And isn't it adorable? It's all one piece. It's all 3D printed. And this cup was given to me by Diamond Painting with Jack. I love this tumbler so much. It says, a truly great nurse is hard to find, difficult to part with, and impossible to forget. I take this cup to work all the time, and he fits so great on this cup. And I just love how he dangles. And then if I don't want him to fear for his life, I just put him up there. I still haven't named him yet. So if you guys want to help me name him, that would be a lot of fun. I haven't figured out what I want to call him, but yeah, he's so cute. There's other colors too. And Diamond Painting with Jack is also on YouTube, and she was also at the retreat, and that was the first time I got to meet her. So she's such a lovely person. You guys go check out her channel as well. But yeah, I'm going to put this aside. I had to show you that because it literally looks like him. I actually got my sister, my work sister, this color dragon, so that's hilarious. All right, I'm sorry, I'm so like all over the place today. Let's real quick look at the canvas. We have Bella Art Diamonds up here, and then we have their website and their hashtags. They do have the legend on both sides. This one is flipped, so if you diamond paint like by turning your project, you can see the legend face up either way. We also have the thumbnail and the schematics down here. Bella Art Dana Cole, and it's like find diamond painting accessories here. So that's all your accessories, and then like fun little cool things like this as well. And then here's their social medias. So don't forget to tag them, guys. They deserve it. So let's look at our picture. So you know what's so funny? I just did an unboxing and I was like talking about how much I really enjoy outlining in 310. And I'm so excited that, because after talking about it, I was like, I really want to do one. And I'm going to do one. This one is outlined in 310. So I love that for me. Like outlined here, and then you fill in the eye, outlined here, and you fill in this. So that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of times when it's more of a cartoony image, you'll find that. I just feel like that makes it, you feel like you're doing a coloring book, right? Because you always outline the image and then you shade it in. So that's how I feel like I'm coloring when I do that. So we have our cute little dragon, and he's holding this steaming cup of coffee, and eyes are closed, just inhaling those breakfast coffee wake up aromas that just, they hit like nothing else, right? Like nothing like your morning coffee just brewing and just can give you chills. We have a couple cookies here, and then a lot of beautiful background. This, I would say, is a good mix of color blocking and confetti. If you're new to diamond painting, confetti just means that you have a little more different, you have more symbols in a small area, so you're going to be changing out your colors a lot. So just think of like, you know, different colors in your confetti mix. And then color blocking would be where you use the same color and the same symbol and in a larger space. Okay, so that's what I would say about this one. It is a mix of both. Let's look at our symbols. So I always say this about round drills. So you see how there's a light circle and then a dark circle. So I love that because it doesn't mean that you have to like really place very accurately in order to not see a white moon underneath. Okay, I love this kind of round drill canvas. Now there are very faint circles when there's a white drill, only because it's just giving you a guide, but that's usually the only time you'll see that on a canvas like this. Okay, you'll see a lighter color and then the inside where you're placing the drill, and then the outside will be the color of the drill, so that you have a nice cohesive picture. Okay, so showing you the close-up of this drill field, you can see that we have very clear symbols. They utilize white and black for their symbols, and it's very easy to read. Okay, it is a very nice heavy diamond painting, nice felty background, scalloped edges, poked holes, all the nice luxury things. Okay, I'm gonna pop you off, do a real quick, because this is a small image. You can see this is a small image. Pan over and I'll be right back and we'll go through these drills. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that pan over. Actually, I'm sorry. We're not going to go over these drills because I forgot we're kitting this up. I'm so sorry. So we're going to kit this up in this CraftMates lockables. If you haven't ever seen this, they do sell these on Amazon, and I love these. There's 56 pods in these. There's 7 to a strip, and there's 8 strips. And what you do is you push this button in on the left side, and then you flip open, you hold it down, okay, and you open up the compartment. Once you let go of that button, the compartments lock. Okay, that's why it's called lockables. And then you can snap it shut, and it's locked, okay? You can open up all of them as long as you're holding that button down, okay? They are very large. They have a nice size capacity for drills, which I love as well. You do need to be careful. It doesn't mean you can't drop. It doesn't mean you can drop these and you're not going to lose any of your drills. I have dropped this before, and actually the door broke a little bit. And luckily only one popped open. And so I just had to like collect them. But, you know, God forbid multiple popped open and they mixed. So you still have to be careful. It's not like you can just willy-nilly these. So I'm just going to show you a hack that I use. Okay, guys, I zoomed you in. I'm sitting on the... All right, I zoomed you in so you can kind of see more of what I'm doing here. I just get a plain, sometimes washi tape, whatever washi tape you have will work. I just chose a plain one today, and I'll just lay it out like this. And then just grab a pen, X-Acto knife, and cut in between the doors, okay? And then you've covered and then this is unnecessary. Usually I don't even do this, but you can just put it down on the sides here. But then you've done 7 doors in one, okay? I like to do this because even though these are, usually they're removable stickers, sometimes being on there for so long or whatever, they just get difficult to remove. And honestly, I'm not trying to fight with stickers. I really am not. I have PTSD with stickers that don't come off. And so I just kind of try to prevent that when possible. So we'll just do a few of them, and then this is just the really easiest way, rather than doing 7 little strips for each door. And if I remember correctly, Bella Art Diamonds stickers are pretty long. Oh, I almost stabbed myself there. Gotta be careful. All right, so our symbols are 1 through 8 is 1 through 8, and then looks like almost like they've gone in order. A, D, F, H, J, K, M, Y. The only thing I need to do is put that E up in there. There's no other lowercase anything. We're just going to go in order, and I'll just put that E after the D, A, B, C, D, E, F. We'll just do it like that, okay? And then all the other symbols, I'm just going to put it in order because I'm just going to make my life easy. So this is just going to make it so that I can get these stickers off. Actually, just in case I need more than one container for each, I'll do it as I go, okay? Please don't have any static in here because I'd like to move along. Oh, there's static. Why? Why? Why are you doing this to me? It's my daughter's birthday today, guys. Today my daughter turns 24. It's August 7th. That is her birthday. I delivered her at 12:02. I feel like I've told the crazy story about her delivery. I feel like I've told this story. I can real quick tell it again. My daughter couldn't wait to get into this world, let me tell you. No, I did not have her in a car or anything like that. I was well set up in the hospital when she came. And I had my epidural. And my ex-husband would not let my mom in to watch my son be born, which really hurt both of our feelings. But he, for some reason, was going to allow her to be present for my daughter being born. So we were both really excited. And yeah, that's a different story for a different day. But anyway, the point is that my mom was going to be allowed in to be present and watch her granddaughter be born. And my dad had health issues for years, and he was home, and she's like, the doctor tells us it's going to take another at least 4 hours, because what do you have to be? I was only 6 centimeters dilated, and they said it's about a good hour for each centimeter. So my mom took hoagie orders from everyone, including me. And I'll tell you what I wanted. I wanted a chicken salad hoagie with everything on it. Yes, they're hoagies, guys. Hoagies, okay? Cutest word in the world. And So I wanted a chicken salad hoagie with everything on it. And she went around and she got a hoagie order from pretty much everyone. His family was there as well. And she said she'll be right back. She was going to go check on my father and then go pick up hoagies. And I was like, okay. I was starving, so that sounded absolutely wonderful to me. And the nurse came in and she gave me an injection of something to keep me calm and relaxed. Well, I mean, it was a sedative, guys. I have no idea what it was, but I like was out. Like I was so out. And I was like, this is 158. And I remember, like, as soon as she pushed it, I just fell right to sleep. Oh, this is all the 310, even with all that outlining. This isn't a very large canvas, so that's nice. I thought I would need 2 pockets for 310. Yeah, so I was out and I felt heavily sedated. Like, and I remember waking up, I don't know how long after she gave that to me, and I looked over and my ex-husband was sitting there, and I said to him, I'm so sleepy. And he said, sleep. And I was like, but I was like, I can't even open my eyes. Like, I felt totally drugged. And I said, I was like, I hope I'm awake for the birth. That's how out of it I felt. I felt like I could deliver and not even know it. Obviously that would never happen. But, and this is how I know this, because I don't know how long after that, like I just passed out again. And I don't know how long after that, but all of a sudden I just shoot up in the bed and I start saying, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming, get the doctor. I was like, I could just feel all of this pressure, like crazy pressure. Like she was gonna like literally just come out that very second. And I was completely freaked out. And part of the reason why was when I delivered my son, I guess they were really high on the epidural because I felt nothing. Like they had to tell me when to push. They had to tell me when I felt absolutely nothing. I felt no pressure, like nothing. I felt like I had no legs practically. So when I felt this pressure from her, like I thought she was going to come right out, and I was like freaking out. And my ex-husband stands up and he starts like circling in the room, and I'm like, get the doctor, get the doctor, get the doctor. And he's like, okay, okay, okay. And he runs out of the room, and I'm like panicking. Like now I'm in there alone, and I'm thinking, oh my God, this baby's going to come out. They're going to come in here. There's going to be a baby at the bottom of the bed. Like I was so panicked. And he comes back and there's no one with him. And I'm like, where are they? And he's like, she's coming, she's coming. And she comes in, and now I guess it was just like not even an hour later. And so she was there when the doctor said 4 hours. So she thought I was just being a dramatic, pregnant woman. And she's like, I was like, where's the doctor? Where's the doctor? Did you tell the doctor to come? And she's like, all right, let's just see what's going on. And I was like, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming, she's coming. And she's like, all right. And she opens up a pair of sterile gloves. Like she's like over at the counter, and she's like putting them on all slow. And I'm just like freaking out. And she comes over and she lifts the sheet up, and she's like, oh, okay, I'll be right back. And I'm like, she's coming. And she's like, she's crowning, hold on. And she runs out of the room, and the doctor comes in, and it was her and 2 other nurses, and they come rolling in with this cart, I guess like the sterile cart, and the doctor comes in, and one nurse goes on one side of me and pulls my leg back. The other nurse goes on the other side of me, pulls my leg back. And the other nurse was like helping the doctor, and he was like getting the sterile stuff together. Like he was pulling stuff out. He started to put his gown on. And the one nurse tells me, okay, you're having a contraction, so push. And I start pushing. And it was like 12 o'clock, guys, when she tells me to push, okay? And I start pushing. And then, you know, that contraction was over. Then she tells me, all right, you're having another contraction. Ready? Push. And the doctor had one arm of the gown on. The other arm was still hanging, and he's like, stop. And like I stopped pushing, and he had his sterile gloves on. He holds my daughter's head in. He's holding her head, and he's like, stop pushing. And I'm like, I'm not pushing. And the nurse next to me could feel, she had her hand on my belly. And she's like, she's not pushing. And he looked at her like he could have killed her. He was so angry. I guess it was because he wasn't ready. But like in her defense, like it doesn't usually take only 2 pushes to, you know. So like, but he was so angry. He had one hand on Kaylee's head, and he had to shimmy his other arm into the gown, and then there was a towel there. He takes the towel and he puts it down between my legs, and then he moves his hand off, and he's like, okay, you don't have to do anything, don't push. And she just came right out, and it was 12:02 was her delivery time. Yeah, she was always an easy child. And my mom, I felt horrible. My mom came back. I was already in my room. You know, they took the baby. I tried feeding her. They gave me some crackers and juice. I tried nursing her. Then they took her to weigh her, warm her up, get her feet and all that. Or do they do that in the room? I can't remember, but they take her to bathe her and get her all gussied up and all. And they took me to the room, and my ex-husband followed her. And I was in my room alone, and my mom shows up, and she has my hoagie. And she's like, what happened? And I was like, it just happened so fast, Mom. Like, I was sleeping, and I just, all of a sudden, she was coming, like. And she's like, he said 4 hours. And I was like, I know. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, so my mom didn't get to see either of my children born, which just broke my heart. And I guess, you know, it wouldn't have been fair for one kid and not the other. I don't know. So anyway, she gave me the hoagie. And guys, I ate that so fast. And this is how ignorant I am. You know, I was not in nursing school or anything yet. I gobbled that down, and then I took the wrapper and I buried it in the trash can because I was afraid if they saw it, they wouldn't bring me, because someone had come in and they asked me if I wanted a lunch tray, and I said yes. I was starving, and I was afraid if they saw that I ate, they wouldn't give me a lunch tray. Like, I don't know why I thought that. I thought, you know, they wouldn't want me to eat that much, or like, I don't know why I thought they were going to gatekeep food from me, but I wasn't taking any chances. So I like buried that. It's so stupid. I buried that wrapper, and when my lunch tray came, I ate all of that as well. All right, we got 9:45 here. So that was the birth of my daughter. I actually have my alarm set for 12:01 so I can wake her up and say happy birthday. we're having a little family gathering today. She wanted Korean food. Initially, she said, yeah, we can just do a little dinner, because I threw a huge party for her last year. Cost a lot of money, and it was a lot of work setting up. And so this year she was like, yeah, you can just do a little thing. And then next thing I know, she invited this person, this person, this person. I was just like, girl. So I uninvited some people. I'm like, I'm too tired. I am in my 5th week of 7 weeks of school, and I'm honestly, I haven't done a thing for week 5 yet at all. I've done all diamond painting things, and I just have zero desire to even look at school stuff. I just am so over it. It's just a lot of work every week, and I realized why. I have an A so far. I do have a project that I handed in that I'm still waiting to see it graded, so the A could go down. I don't know. I have a 95.3 average right now. Certainly the A could go down with this assignment. I have no idea what I'm going to get on it. But I know why I can't stand school right now. It's because I feel like we're doing the teacher's job, and in order to justify giving us a grade in a class, they give us a ton of busy work because they're not teaching us. Like, they're not actually lecturing to us. They're not. So in order to say that we've put time in, they give us these crazy assignments and discussion boards, and I would rather get in my car, drive to a lecture, sit in an 1.5-hour lecture, take notes, have a teacher actually teach, okay? And then get tested on that material, go home, have to study, then have them give me all these insanely detailed discussion posts that take 4 hours to do each. Then give me lectures I have to listen to online that are recorded, and quiz me on those, and give me all these background assignments that I have to do, because like you guys aren't able to, quantify my studies otherwise. So you give me all this work to validate my self-teaching, basically. Like, I've missed the days of lecture, test. I do. I'm sorry, but I would rather do it. Like, why don't we have a Zoom class then? Okay, nobody has to drive. You don't, like, and have them lecture on Zoom, so you can tell that we're spending time towards this class, rather than making me find everybody else's work on these subjects and writing about it. And I spend like $200 on books just so that I'm able to use it in all these writings and cite it. Like, before, books were bought because like you were lectured on things and you had to look things up. Like, I remember in nursing school, you know, they would lecture on something and I would record it and then rewrite my notes and listening to the lecture again. And anything that I didn't 100% understand and ask a question about in class, I would be able to look up in my book and clarify. But I don't know. So that's where I'm at school. I have 2 discussion posts I have to do. I have 2 lectures I have to listen to. The 2 discussion posts have to be done by tomorrow. I have 2 lectures and a quiz to do by Monday, and I have assignment 2's rough draft due by Monday. I've already done most of the legwork for assignment 2, So it's just about putting it together. But like, yeah, I've had zero interest in even looking at any of it. I've been a little down in the dumps, and I think that, you know, it's my hormones. I've been feeling down today, this whole week, whatever. So I've been doing a lot of diamond painting, which makes me happy. And I actually have been, you know, recording videos and clearing off my space to record videos. And I got through all of my comments, finally. I finally got through all of my comments because, oops, I took time every day. Like if I was just sitting here, I'm like, let me go through 2 comments, and I would go through 2 comments. So my goal is to just keep up with all the comments as they get put, you know, because, and I know I said this before, but I've been really good about it since I posted my last video. Like as soon as I get any kind of notification that I got a comment. I don't get notifications that someone commented on a comment. Like I have to open up YouTube and see if anyone commented on my comment. So that sometimes I might miss some of those, but any new comment, I have it set up where I can see it right away. So I'm gonna stick to that. Because there's always a minute here and there that I'm just like, you know, on my phone, and I'll just real quick click onto YouTube Studio and check my comments. So more than likely you'll get a response in the same day. And today I'm like really behind on everything, and I'm still just doing this because I'm like, I don't care. This is what happens when you don't care. I need to go to the store. I took Moogie out, and for some reason she did not want to run in the field today. So she would not get out of the car. So I had to come back home and take her across the street, which she was happy to do. And then she saw the Dobie there, but the Dobie still can't run free. So I felt bad. The Dobie was like crying because she wanted it off her leash to play with Moogs. And now Moogie's moping because we didn't do a whole lot of running. Another dog came in, which is why I don't like going over there during the day. Nighttime is different, but daytime, people want to just walk around the track. Like, it's kind of weird. There's a track back there, but it's not like there's good scenery or anything. It's just a track, and I don't even know why anyone would want to be back there because it's like surrounded by so much brush and trees that like there's a lot of bugs back there. I'm always getting bit. And I forgot to do a Xerox copy of this. So I have to take a picture of the actual thing. So we are done, guys. We are done. And so I haven't told you half the things that I wanted to tell you because this was such a fast kit up that now I have all this stuff to tell you in my whip and chat. So I still have to make that. I was afraid that I would get through everything during this whip and chat. And then when I got to the last thing, I wouldn't know what to talk about. And nope, that's not the case at all. So that's the only thing about this is like when you're putting your, oh, I didn't even do the E and F. That's okay. It's like, I can figure that out. Just went right in order. You got to be careful because the stickers can come off. And there we go, guys. We are all kitted up for coffee time from Bella Art Diamonds by Emma Casey. Yeah. All right, guys, thanks for spending the afternoon with me. And yeah, I'll fill you in. I have a lot to talk about. Wanted to update you on some things about Mugi. I have some updates on that horrible Airbnb experience that I had. So yeah, we'll get to that during my whip and chat. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up on the way out. And if you want to see more from me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family and friends here at Kimbaskrafts. I would love to have you. Come back so you can see this one done, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care. Keep diamond painting.